So guys, so far we have gone through the OTPA basic concepts and the process how we can select and understand which particular subject area is meant for what particular purpose, and accordingly we can make use of that particular subject area and define these sort of analysis. In addition to that, we have understood how we can customize the analysis which is going to be created and set up different sort of properties to make certain columns, to change the heading, to change the sorting, to remove the column. Okay, and in addition to that, we have also understood how we can change the filter criterias, or how we can change the heading for the particular column. Okay, and we have already seen like there are certain views that are available. One is a title view, one is a table view, and different sort of graphs are available, and we can make use of those particular graph and edit those content graphs and properties specific to those particular views to define and display the values. Okay, we have also seen certain properties also. Okay, for specific to the business objects like column might be having different properties like style property and column format like suppress and repeat these sort of properties that we have discussed so far, right? Any questions anybody have? Okay, let's continue to the another aspects that we will be looking today. So we have already known that, okay, subject area is available. Based on that subject area, we could have created the analysis. Once we have created the analysis, we can save that particular analysis either into the folder or my folder location. If you have saved it into the my folder, this particular analysis is available and accessible only to the user who logs into the system. While if you have saved this analysis into one particular location for the share folder, you can access that for, and every user can access that particular analysis. Okay, in addition to that, what has happened, like if we want to open the analysis, we can open the analysis by clicking on the open, and in case we need to edit, we can click on to the edit to edit the analysis. Okay, if we have to edit the analysis, add more columns, we can select different sort of columns and display that. Okay, we want to understand that, okay, how, as per the status, what is the total number of suppliers and what is the total number of supplier address, how many addresses that we have dragged and dropped here. Okay, and now if we see the results accordingly, our analysis will be change and displaying different sort of data attributes. Okay. Hope this is clear. Coming back to the other analysis that we have created, in which we have multiple tables or multiple columns into that particular column. If we go to the edit section, for this particular column itself, in case we do not want to have this access, we can remove the heading by removing to the access. Okay, in case you want to change the value of this blue color to some another color, that is also possible, that you can set the values. Okay, if there is a this xyz property, going to the xyz property, there is very important thing, that is row styling. If you select this row styling and click OK, the rows will appear into more of like a Excel based sort of feature. Okay, each row will be having an alternative row combination, so that it will be more pleasing and more clear to understand and show the value. If we edit this, now one of the concept is that is a section and table prompts. You know that we have already selected these many columns. Okay. Out of these columns, I understood that there could be multiple suppliers, but I don't want to show the supplier here. I want some pop list or some parameter sort of list in which all the suppliers will be listed. Once all the suppliers will be listed, the moment I'll select one of the supplier, the data related to that supplier should be available. Okay. So no coding, nothing is required. Only thing is like we should need to come to the table edit section. We should come to the table edit section. Once we come to the table edit section, what has happened? The column that you are interested in, select that particular column, drag it to the table prompt section. Select it and drag it at the table drop section. So now what has happened? That particular column has been moved out from your table view and it has been added as a prompt. Once you are done, click OK. And now what has happened? We have multiple suppliers available. Out of the supplier, this is one of the supplier which is available, and then the data will be displayed specific to that supplier. Other supplier is this one. Data will be displayed for this. Okay. This is important and this is different than filter. What does happen in case you are going to the filter and here you are adding a filter that supplier type should be equals to electronics. Then what has happened? The results should be always displaying the value specific to where the supplier type is electronics. Okay. There is no provision that the end user who is accessing this particular analysis should be able to access the results of any other thing. So at the criteria level, we are not defining any parameter, but once the report is ready, okay, we are bringing the data for all type of supplier types, and then we are moving that column from your table section to the prompt section. This is called prompt section. Okay. In case you are not satisfied, you can again add it and select the column from there from the table section and put it into the actual table section. Then it will be displayed there. And you can perform that activity without going into the pencil edit icon. Just select the column here and try to drag and drop into this table section. It will be added. And similarly, in case you want to drag, then drop this particular column from here to the table section, select here and try to drag it outside this table. Just a second. Select it. Usually it will happen, but since this is a cloud based, sometimes those sections will not be displayed. See here, since because of the blue color, some section here is coming table prompt and section. You will go to the table prompt and drop this column to the table prompt. Let me remove the properties here. Let's make it white. Okay. I don't want this to be here. I want this to be into the table only. Okay. Again, I want this to be moved from out and drop it into the table prompt. So I dropped it into the table prompt. Okay, guys. So this is one of the properties or one of the settings that we can use, that is table prompts. Okay. In addition to that, once you try to access this particular thing and try to drop it here either at the table level or either at, there is one another placeholder available that is called sections. If we drop this particular sections, what you are commanding that I don't want the options to select the supplier type one by one. But suppose if we have 5 supplier, 10 suppliers, 20 supplier, for each of the supplier, I want a separate sections to be displayed. So we have dropped that particular column into the sections heading. Once we dropped it, we have 5 different supplier. One is BB supplier, which is having two supplier numbers. One is electronics, which is having one. Supplier is the one which is having 7-8 details. Then supplier is the one which is having 7-8 details, and tax authority that is having 2 details. If you don't want this to be like this, you want to bring it back to the table, just select and drag it up at the table level. That is also possible. Again, you want to move it outside the table at the table prompt, you can drag and drop at the table prompt level. Clear? The same thing that we can drag and drop here sometimes did not work. So it is easy that we can go to the added section, and here what we can do, I don't want this particular column to be at the table prompts. While instead of that, I want that to be at the section level. So I can drop it at the section level. Once the blue color boundary will come, then we can drop it. It has moved to the section, and once done, click done, and that's how the report will be visible. Okay. Clear?
So Piyush, this is something you have done at the result level and not at the design level.
Yes,
criteria
this
level.
has to be that is because whatever the columns that we are supposed to select, that we have selected, whatever the properties for that particular column that you have to define, that can be defined at the criteria level, and whatever the default filter. Suppose what I say is that there is total 100, there are total 1000 implies. Okay, out of those 1000 implies, what I want, that you need to display only those implies that belongs to a location Delhi. Okay, only 80 implies are there. So if you apply the filter level that where the location equals to Delhi, out of 1000, what has happened? Only those 80 implies will be listed as a result. Okay, there is no provision that you could see the implies who are working from the Bangalore location. Okay, instead of that, what you can do, there has been total 1000 employee and 5 different locations across which these 1000 employees has been working. Okay, so what you can do, you will not add a filter option, but you will have one location as a column, and you will first add that location as a table, and after that you will bring that column from the table view to a table prompt view. So that will give you the provision to select the location. Once you select the location, this implies is specific to that particular location will be displayed. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving ahead, sometime what has happened, like as you already know that there has been certain column properties. Under those column properties as well, there is something called, we have understood about style and formats, and there is something called data formats. Okay. In data formats, is this is a plain text. This is a text field. It is coming like this. If this is a numeric field, okay. If this is the numeric field, like suppose the count is a numeric field. I want this field to be available. So how the results will be displayed? The moment we added that particular field, that field will not fit into the criteria and the columns that we already have. That is the reason. In case the columns and the filters that you have applied and data is not available internally, because internally Oracle is trying to create one query for us, right? That query is not resulting any data because there is no common criteria that will fetch the data. That is the reason this error message. This is not the error, but the instruction message will come. So let's remove this. How to remove? We can go to that particular column and remove that column. If we have something supplier, I want some numeric field like amount or something. Okay. In this, there is no such thing is available. Let's create a new analysis. Let's go to catalog and create a new analysis. Compensation, workforce assignment, salary, real time. We want to create an analysis based on certain compensation. What will be the salary and all? Mostly that will be displayed. Okay. So what we want the person details, which will be under the worker. So in this, I want a person number and maybe the person name. I want person number. I want the gender for the person. I want the last name of the person, marital status of a person. I want the job name of that particular person on which job he is working on. I want the location. I want the, any other columns that we are looking interested in. Maybe the department name that we are interested in. We can select from the department subcategory what will be the department name. Okay. And additionally, what I want the salary of the employee. Environment manager. Salary. Okay. We need to have what will be the mid-range, max range for this particular person, low range and high range. And we want what will be the change amount. Okay. We have added these many columns. We have not added any sort of filter. So if we go to the result section, let's see what will be the outcome coming. Okay, this is the thing that for this particular person number, the person name is this, last name, marital status. He is being working as a SD officer, and in that SD officer, there will be some data related to the salary. Let's save this. Okay, these many things are coming. Again, we can edit this. Remove all those columns which are not mandatory and add a filter where the marital status is single, suppose. Go and edit this. Go to the criterion. We don't want to have all these columns. I don't want to see the low, high and salary amount change. And I want to add a filter where the marital status should be equals to some value. What is that value? We also want to have the filter criteria to display only those implies which are single, or let's remove the single or not, but we need that only show those column which is having a salary amount which is not null. It's not null. We are removing this single filter. We just want to display only those implies where the salary amount must be having some value. Okay, once we got this data, we have seen these implies are having certain values. Okay.
So Piyush, why the salary amount column looks in a blue?
Yeah, because of the column properties. If you come here, okay. If you come here, go to the column properties. Column for style. Wait.
Because we haven't changed it, huh? And that's
I also face this issue. Like in this instance, every time we are adding anything salary, na, it is appearing into blue. Someone has played around and did some global settings or something, admin or
okay.
something to display. Okay. Now,
Maybe
suppose
background page, that is background setting per column.
no, but it
That
is.
is background setting, it looks like.
I didn't find. Let's see. Under this, if you go to column properties, which background settings there, the color is like this.
Cell background, that is, yeah. Color might be something.
This one,
Yes.
this is white only.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's understand if we talk about this data format, since we are working on to this particular data format, what we are saying that this column, if the value is appearing into a negative value, then the format will come that you need to display the value. First of all, you want to display the value up to 3 decimal places, suppose. Okay. And what you are saying, if the value is a negative number, show it like -123. Or do you want to show it like -123 but in red in color? Or do you want to show it into no minus operator, no color, just put that particular number into braces that identifies that this is the negative number, or put that number into braces and color it red, and accordingly it will be displayed. Clear? So if we go, click OK and go to the result section, since salary could not be negative, okay, it will be displaying the values, but 3 decimal places has appeared. Okay. Clear? We want to remove those, we can remove. We want to do the sorting, we can do the sorting, and we want ascending sorting. Okay. We can go to the column properties and come to date format. I don't want decimal places. Click OK. Go to the analysis. Go to the column table properties. There also there is one thing, maximum width we can add 800. Height also we can add, suppose 500, and click OK. Go and add alternative rows. See, the width has been increased. Okay. Now let's understand some another properties. What we want that, okay, salaries are there. We know how to format the cells and all. We can format, we can add the border and all, everything we can do. Okay, if I add this border, under salary column, what has happened? Every cell will be border defined. See, every cell is having the border, but that is not our requirement. Our requirement may be to highlight certain values which are negative, or the values which are having exceptionals or boundary cases. Like I don't want this border. That is not my requirement, but I want to conditionally add the things. What is the condition? Go to the condition, and what I'm saying, if the salary amount, on the salary amount, what I'm saying, the salary amount is greater than equals to 5,000. If the value is greater than equals to 5,000, click OK. Then show me different styling. What is that styling? I want to add border for those columns into green in color. Default it to double. And I want that particular background to be this in color. Okay, so that's how wherever the value is greater than 5,000, that cell will be appear like this. Okay, clear? And more condition you want to add, you can say, and where the value is equals to 0, suppose wherever the value is equals to 0, we need to apply conditional formatting that it should need to display as pink in cell. So the value should be displayed like this. Click OK. Go to the results. You will see whatever the values which are 0 will be displayed like this, and wherever the values which is greater than 5,000. So let's go to the sorting of this. Instead of sorting as ascending, let's sort as descending, so that the highest values will be coming at the top. And we have a condition that wherever the value is greater than 5,000 should be displayed into a different format. See, all those cells where the value is greater than 5,000 will be green in color with a dark border of green color. And if we scroll till the value is greater than 5,000 or equal to, it is displaying like that, and rest of the fields are displayed normally. And in the last, the fields which are equals to 0 should be displayed into a different format. Clear?
This will be a column formatting, is it? We cannot make it for row formatting?
No, only for column.
Okay,
See,
thanks.
the property itself is saying, if you're going to the properties, each column you can select and do the property changes. There is no provision that, okay, we can select this row, because row is always one. You are adding the columns into a single row only, right? You cannot format the rows. Okay. And once you go to the result section, whatever the formatting that this alternate rows which are available here, enable alternate styling. Here also you can choose that, okay, whatever the formatting that you want to do, but you cannot decide or control that, okay, only those rows which are having the males or only those rows which are having a location equals to Delhi should be displayed into this color or format. That is not possible. Okay. So, but if you require that thing, what you can do, you can select this particular column properties. In that column properties, you can add the border. You will add the top border, left border, and right border. For this column, you will select the top border and bottom border, top border, bottom border till the end. And for the last column, you will select the 3 columns, top, bottom, and right. And based on the conditional formatting, you can decide that.
Thanks, Piyush.
Okay. Clear so far? Moving ahead, as we discussed that we should need to understand that, okay, we need to understand where, suppose what we say, multiple subject areas to be added. This is one subject area that is going to give me some data. Okay. In addition to that, I want to have the subject area which will give me the some additional data which is not available here. How to add a subject area? Just see this thing and add and remove subject area. This add subject area is there. Suppose we want to add this particular subject area, choose from the list, click OK, that subject area will be added. Similar to that, go to the criteria, this subject area, it has multiple folders, each folder might be having multiple subfolders, each subfolders might be having different attributes. Pick those attributes and display here. From the second subject area, choose that subject area, open it, and for that subject area, you want to bring some inputs. We have already bring the job details, location details, department details, but we have not bring the grade details. Suppose you want to see the legal employer and grade details, we can check if there is a grade name available, we can add it. We can go to legal employer and we can decide and add that particular attribute as well. Just for your understanding, I am just explaining that, okay, we can add n number of subject area. In case you want to add one more subject area, okay, that is not coming here. Once you added and you two subjects area are there, then this icon is not the place, but you can see subject area is having this particular icon and this same icon is appearing here with the plus icon. You will click on this and it will again give the provision to add one more subject area. Okay, how this subject area is linked with this and this will this and this should be linked with this, that is not something that we should control and we should need to worry about. If you identify the columns, you understand thoroughly what subject area is meant for which purpose, you can define and add those things. Okay, if you want to remove the subject area, that is also possible. Again, go to this icon. I don't want the subject area to be part of this. We can remove this. If we remove this as well, whatever the columns that we have added, that will be impacted. Okay guys, let me remove certain columns which are not of that great use for us. Here is location. I don't want to see location. I don't want to see department. Kumar, students are reporting that there is no PPT shared. Please make sure that they will be shared today. Thank you. I have intimated to Kumar, he will share, he will ensure that all the materials will be shared with you guys. Okay. So now this data is appearing here. Clear guys? From multiple subject areas also we can define the things. Okay. Now moving ahead,
So
that we
Piyush, if we have more than like 20 columns, 30 columns, how it will look like? Because in BIP we probably can download the report in an Excel format. But here,
here there is no sending of report or there is no provision to download the report or something. It's the analysis that is within this tool itself. You remember, like I have explained you, we have the tool OTBI and BIP. If we come to the home itself, the server is actually meant for OTBI. This tool itself is called Oracle Transaction Business Intelligence. So whatever the analysis that has been created, that should be available here only. Okay.
okay,
If we want this particular analysis to be available from UI, from our application, we can add this into add to favorites. Once we add these 2-3 analyses, add to favorites from UI as well. If we go to our application and under tools, there's something called report and analytics. Under that report and analytics, we should be able to see our reports, supplier details and salary details as a staff.
so to the business user as well, the end user.
Business users, either you should need to give the complete path, they should need to come there and search and open. Okay. Otherwise, you can make them accessible through their report and analytics here, and they can access this report by clicking on this, and it will be displayed like this. Yes, definitely there will be challenge in case you have 50 columns. They have to
Yeah.
scroll. All the columns will not be displayed in a good, reliable pattern. Okay. There is no provision that we can display more columns in a single page only. That's the analysis. See, generally, that sort of reporting is not required, right? It's an analytical tool that you should need to build the analysis that, okay, how many jobs that I have and what is the total number of count of people representing at the job level. What will be the analysis, like what, how many number of people which are married and single, how many gender equality is there in my organization, not that sort of short column analysis that you will be preparing, and then you will be displaying those analysis into your system.
Okay. Can I able to fit this entire table to the actual fit of this particular screen?
That resolution to resolution, screen to screen depends. So I have shown you to set the column properties, right?
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
can put the column properties, some pixel values 500, 800, 600, and accordingly that will be handled. If you added this under results table properties, here we have set height could be, we can put 200, and this we can put 1200. Click OK.
Yeah.
This is how it is appearing now.
Rather than column, but I have to do it on the table level. Is that a possibility?
Which table level? We have done at the table level only. This is the table properties that we have set.
Okay. Yeah, table properties. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So if we are done with that, just save it. Come to catalog. We already have this particular report. Click done. Again, try to open this. It will appear like this.
Yeah. Another observation, I can see this person number, person gender, last name, and marital status in blue heading, and then job name in black. Black in color.
This one, right? That we
Yeah.
will be discussing the drill down and all those sort of things.
Okay.
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 So till now, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. We already know that we can create a copy. We can create a copy of this analysis and paste it. We can rename this. Since we have added this particular thing, we have added all these columns in our report. Okay. But under the results, we don't want to display that many columns. Okay. So in the table properties, if you added this table, as we have understood about the layouts, that is a table prompt and the section and the selected table columns. In addition to that, we have exclude columns as well. I don't want to show the gender. It is part of my analysis. I have selected this, but I don't want to display this. Okay. I don't want to display the grade details. I can remove this. Okay. Was done. So we are changing only at the UI level. It's like at the query level we are fetching, but at our template level we are not displaying. Okay. These columns are still there. Okay. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yeah,
Now,
good.
adding to adding to new views, we are going to a graph, and I am going to add a bar graph. I want a vertical bar graph. Columns has not been selected in that way. Okay. Remove it. Come to the criteria. I have to redesign something. Let's go to the results. Yes. Create a copy of this one again. In this, I don't want this particular subject area. Okay. So in case I don't want this subject area to be there, I will select the subject area. I will remove the columns specific to that subject area. And then I can even delete this subject area. Okay. I can delete this subject area. And this is my analysis that it should be displaying the last name, person, gender, status, and this thing. Okay. These are the things. Okay. Now, what I'm saying, there could be a possibility that here I am adding one criteria that it should show me only the genders that is equals to male. Okay, it is going to show me the gender that is equals to male. So I will see the data that is only related to the male. Okay, only males are appearing. Clear? So what has happened that if I remove this column from here to the table prompt, we have only one thing available. That is the reason, although it is appearing as a internal parameter, but it will be bind to show only one grade only, one male type of gender only. That is the reason if we added this hard coded value of a filter, it will not be of useful for using a table prompt. If we remove this, what we can see, by default it will select one value and display those things. If you want to see male, you can see male. If you want to see small male, you can see that. And you want to see male V, you can see male V. You want to see null, where there is no value, you can see these results. Clear, guys?
Yes, please, by default, can we put some value?
Oh,
By
nothing,
default,
nothing we can do.
Okay.
The things which I am not explaining, I know like you have been from technical background and all these things will come up, but this is a restricted environment. Oracle did not make it that complex to bring all those features and all. Okay.
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 And also, I have
Second,
observed one thing is when we are putting the filter criteria, right? So always it is coming and only. So it is not
yes,
possible to
yes, yes,
R criteria.
that is possible if we add that, okay, the merit gender should be something filter equals to male. Here, if you click on this
Okay.
and or, this will be changed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now what will happen? Result will be get where the value should not be great, value should not be 0, and get me the things where is it equals to or criteria is working. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So for timing, I am just removing this particular thing as well, and this is our thing, and I am just adding one filter that it should only need to bring male candidates. Okay, so if there is only male candidates, we will be able to see only male data. Okay, we will be able to see only male data, and I don't want this to be here. I want to bring it back to the table level only. We will be able to see only male data. In addition to that, here what has happened, there is something we have that this toggle button, this will help you to combine different things that will give you the set operation sort of thing. If you click onto this toggle button, this toggle button, it will prompt you to select any sort of additional subject area. Okay, but adding a subject area here is a separate thing. That is, there is no dependency, there is no set operation that you're supposed to do. But adding from here is something that you need to select a set operator. So suppose I'm adding the same thing, compensation only. I want to show this one only. The moment we add it, see, here it is not being added, but the UI has changed something differently. Okay, this is the first subject area. This subject area we have added this filter criteria, and this is the second subject area. Here we were using workforce assignment salary real time. Here we might have used different subject area. In case we need not to have this subject area, we can cut this subject area. We can remove. We can again select and add same subject area, compensation workforce assignment salary real time. See, these two subject areas are same. For this subject area, what columns we have selected? We have selected these columns, and we have added this filter option. For this subject area also, we want to add certain filter options, and we need to add and select these columns. Okay. In SQL, whenever you're making a union, okay, it is mandatory that both the queries, first query and second query, must be having same number of columns, and the column should be into same order, and the alias are same, right? Similarly, since you want to apply a union, what you can do, these columns are required, which is this is coming as a suggestion. Okay, from there you can select these number of columns. You will add the person number, last name, Same order. Son, gender. Marital status. Same the amount. Okay, we have added all those same thing. And here what we will do, we will add a filter criteria. Here the filter criteria, what we are saying that we need to bring the value for female. So it is first query is getting us male, second query is getting us female. If we run only first query, it will get us some data. If we run only second query, it will give us the female data. But we are making use of a set operators, and which set operators? That here, what we are saying a union. So union means it will bring us the data from the first query as well as second query. First query contains only male, second query will contain female. So the result should contain both the data, right? Clear? We have seen the data which is having the value related to the male, as well as there will be data that is available to the female as well. If we keep scroll, we will be able to see the data for female as well. Okay, in case we come here and we apply that, okay, the type of operator that we used to have, that is intersect. Okay, so in the intersect, what we will get, there is nothing which is common, right? Right, because there are 10 rows which are coming for the male and 10 rows which are coming for the female. So nothing is common. Right, guys?
Yes.
So that's how you can make use of to add multiple subject areas, and multiple subject areas can be used in two ways. Once as a normal thing, and other thing is like you can make use of adding different subject areas as a using a set operators. So how to use set operators? By clicking on this toggle button, the UI will change. It will prompt you to select a subject area. First subject area will be having these columns. Second subject area will be coming with the suggestions that which columns are to be there. We should add those columns. First subject area could have different filters. This is the filter, and second could have different filters, and you can apply these 4 different options of the set operators. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Fine, then this is that I have for today. Tomorrow we will be seeing that you were asking about that link is coming, right? That is a drill down and hyperlink we will be seeing today. And tomorrow we will be start with the FBDI mostly.